Welcome to Daily Global Motivation, the channel where ordinary people rise into extraordinary beings through the unstoppable force of mindset, purpose, and relentless personal growth. And today, we ignite a fire so powerful that your doubts won't survive the next 5 minutes. This is the place where you do not come to escape reality. You come to reshape it, bend it, dominate it, and build it into something legendary. As you step into this message, feel your confidence rise, because you are exactly where you need to be to elevate your entire existence. Today we unlock the blueprint used by Elon Musk, a man who started with nothing but courage, vision, and a refusal to accept smallness. You're about to learn how to rise from zero and create a destiny that shakes the world. If you're ready to step into greatness, then buckle up, because this message will challenge you, push you, and empower you to move beyond excuses and step into action. Before we dive in, take a second to subscribe, because this channel is not entertainment, it is transformation. Hit the like button, because it tells the universe that you're ready to level up and claim the strength that belongs to you. Drop a comment to declare your ambition, because once you write it, you own it, and once you own it, you pursue it. Share this video with someone who needs that spark to awaken the power sleeping inside them. This introduction is not hype, it's the beginning of a new chapter in your life. Every second you spend here is a commitment to your future self. Every word you hear will build the foundation of a stronger, bolder you. So breathe deep, lock in, and prepare for a message that will stay with you long after the screen fades. Let's begin your transformation. Elon Musk's journey did not begin with privilege, certainty, or guarantees. It began with a vision so big that most people would have laughed instead of believed. But that's exactly what makes world changers unstoppable. When you start from zero, the world doesn't hand you confidence, you build it brick by brick through every challenge you survive. Musk moved continents, faced rejection, fought through failure, and kept working even when sleep was a luxury and success was far from guaranteed. Starting from zero means embracing the unknown and trusting that your hunger will create the answers you don't yet have. Most people wait for permission, but visionaries like Musk create their own permission through action. The moment you decide to move forward without waiting for approval, your life begins to transform. Zero is not the bottom. Zero is the launch pad where greatness begins. When you have nothing to lose, and that freedom becomes your greatest advantage. Every setback becomes fuel, and every obstacle becomes a teacher pushing you toward mastery. Musk did not wait for perfect conditions. He acted with imperfect tools, but perfect determination. Your starting point does not limit your destination. Only your belief does. If you are willing to begin, even in fear, you already possess the courage required to succeed. Zero is powerful because it forces you to innovate, adapt, evolve, and stretch beyond comfort. And when you embrace zero, you unlock the exact mindset required to build something the world cannot ignore. The first step in rising from nothing is developing an internal narrative that refuses to let you settle for mediocrity, because your thoughts are the architects of your destiny. Elon Musk built his future inside his mind long before the world ever saw it. And that's where your future must begin too. If you want to create a life that defies the odds, you must program your mind with belief stronger than doubt and resilience tougher than fear. When you wake up each day, remind yourself that greatness is not assigned to the lucky, it is crafted by the disciplined. You must become obsessed with your vision, consumed by your purpose, and unshakable in your pursuit. Every dream you chase will test your endurance, but every test you pass will multiply your strength. Discipline is not a punishment, it is the passport to the life you deserve. While others rely on motivation, world builders rely on identity, because identity determines consistency. You must declare who you are becoming long before the world recognizes you. Speak your goals out loud, write them down, and rehearse them until your brain treats them as reality. When challenges rise, your identity must rise higher. reminding you that champions are not defined by struggle, they are defined by persistence. The world might doubt you, but you must never doubt yourself. The moment you decide to align your beliefs with your destiny, you take the first true step toward greatness. That inner narrative becomes your silent engine, carrying you forward when the path becomes dark. With a powerful mind, zero becomes the most fertile ground for unstoppable growth. Starting from nothing requires courage to step into the unknown, and courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite it. Elon Musk faced fear at every turn, from risking his last dollar to launching rockets that could explode, but he embraced uncertainty because comfort never creates revolution. You must be willing to take bold steps that shake your routine and wake your potential. Most people never begin because they fear failure, but failure is simply data guiding you toward mastery. When you start from zero, every move you make is a declaration of your future self. You don't need certainty, you need bravery, because bravery creates momentum. Each risk you take will sharpen your instincts, strengthen your courage, and expand your capacity to handle pressure. The world rewards those who dare to try, not those who wait for perfect conditions. Your dreams are silently waiting for you to outgrow your excuses. The moment you step forward, life begins rearranging itself to match your bravery. Every challenge becomes proof that you are growing stronger than your fears. You must claim your place among those who move boldly instead of standing still. And when you embrace uncertainty, you transform it into opportunity. Starting from zero becomes the ultimate training ground for courage, because every step you take is a victory against limitation. To start from zero like Musk, you must develop the ability to think bigger than your environment, because your surroundings may limit your resources, but they must never limit your imagination. Elon Musk imagined Mars when most people could barely imagine tomorrow. And that level of bold thinking is what separates the average from the extraordinary. When you are surrounded by small thinkers, your vision must grow louder, bolder, and more unshakable. Every big dream begins as a seed planted in soil that looks too small to contain it. But growth happens when faith overpowers limitations. You must train your mind to visualize outcomes that others cannot yet comprehend. Let your goals scare you, because fear is a sign that your vision is expanding beyond your current reality. A dream that feels too big is a dream worth pursuing. When you think big, you attract big opportunities, big challenges, and big breakthroughs. The world does not shrink to match your insecurity. It expands to match your conviction. Dreaming small protects your ego, but dreaming big unlocks your destiny. You must choose which world you want to live in, the world of excuses or the world of possibility. When your vision becomes larger than your circumstances lose their power. And once you see the future clearly in your mind, the universe begins aligning the path beneath your feet. One of the greatest lessons from Musk's rise is the power of relentless learning. Because when you start from zero, your greatest assets are curiosity and hunger. Elon Musk consumed books, ideas, and knowledge with an intensity that turned him into a walking engine of innovation. You must adopt the mindset that every day is an opportunity to upgrade your mind. The world belongs to those who learn faster than circumstances change. If you want to build something world-changing, you must become a student of life, constantly absorbing new skills, strategies, and perspectives. Learning is not optional, it is oxygen for your future. When you invest in your mind, you elevate your entire life. Every book you read, every course you take, and every conversation you learn from becomes another brick in the foundation of your future empire. Musk mastered industries. He had no background in space, energy, transportation, because he refused to accept ignorance as a barrier. You must adopt the same belief that knowledge is always accessible if you are willing to pursue it. Let your curiosity guide you into rooms you're not yet qualified for and challenges you have not yet mastered. Growth requires embracing discomfort, because discomfort is the sign of mental expansion. Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess, and learning is how you sharpen it. When you commit to relentless education, zero transforms into unlimited potential. Underscore. Starting from zero requires the willingness to outwork your excuses, because success is never built on convenience, it is built on discipline. Elon Musk worked hours that most people would consider insane, not because he worshipped work, but because he worshipped mastery. If you want to build something world-changing, you must be willing to push beyond average effort. Most people give up when things get uncomfortable, but champions grow stronger in discomfort. Work ethic is the bridge between your dreams and your destiny. Every hour you invest compounds into outcomes that others will one day call luck. When you outwork your fears, you create momentum that excuses cannot stop. Discipline is not about perfection. It is about consistency, showing up even when your emotions don't agree. If you want results nobody else has, you must do what nobody else is willing to do. Energy follows effort, and effort creates identity. Each day you choose discipline is another day you grow closer to the person you are destined to become. Hard work is not a punishment, it is the initiation into greatness. And when you commit to relentless effort, starting from zero becomes your greatest advantage because you have nothing holding you back. The grind sharpens you, molds you, and transforms you into someone the world cannot ignore. One of the most powerful parts of Musk's story is his ability to endure failure without losing momentum, because failure is not the opposite of success, it is the foundation of it. When you start from zero, you will face setbacks that challenge your strength, your confidence, and your belief in yourself. Musk faced rockets exploding, companies collapsing, and deadlines breaking, but he treated failure as a teacher rather than a tombstone. If you want to rise from nothing, you must embrace failure as the price of ambition. Every setback is a signal that you're attempting something meaningful. The pain of failure is temporary, but the lessons are permanent. You cannot build greatness while trying to avoid discomfort. The world rewards those who persist long after the average person gives up. When you can fail forward, you become unstoppable because nothing can break you. Your power lies not in being perfect, but in being persistent. Each failure becomes a stepping stone guiding you toward mastery. You must adopt the mindset that obstacles are not barriers, they are invitations for growth. And when you learn to rise after every fall, your future becomes inevitable. Starting from zero demands emotional resilience, because your journey will expose your fears, insecurities, and doubts, and you must learn to control your inner world before you can change the outer one. Elon Musk dealt with immense stress, overwhelming pressure, and moments where everything seemed impossible, but he pushed forward because his purpose was louder than his pain. You must learn to separate temporary emotion from long-term vision. Not every day will feel energizing, but every day moves you closer to your destiny if you keep going. Emotional resilience is the armor that protects your mind from negativity. When challenges arise, take a breath, ground yourself, and remember why you started. Your mission must be powerful enough to anchor you through storms. Strength is not built by avoiding difficulty. It is built by walking through it and refusing to break. Every emotional challenge you conquer adds another layer of resilience to your character. You must train yourself to respond with courage instead of fear, clarity instead of panic, and power instead of weakness. Your emotions may fluctuate, but your discipline must remain uncheckable. And when you learn to master your inner world, the outer world becomes far easier to navigate. Emotional resilience turns zero into a starting point, not a stopping point. Underscore. If you want to start from zero like Musk, you must surround yourself with people who elevate your vision instead of shrinking it, because your environment either fuels your growth or destroys it. Elon Musk did not build his empire alone. He built it alongside powerful minds who matched his intensity, ambition, and hunger. You must be intentional about who you allow into your circle. Some people will drain your energy, while others will multiply it. Your vision requires alignment, not approval. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, inspire you, and push you beyond your comfort zone. Every conversation you have either strengthens or weakens your mission. Protect your energy like your future depends on it, because it does. Growth requires leaving behind people who refuse to grow with you. You cannot build a world-changing life with small-minded support. Seek out mentors, peers, and partners who push your thinking to the next dimension. When your circle expands your perspective, your future expands with it. And once your environment empowers your purpose, starting from zero becomes unstoppable. When you start from zero, you must understand that clarity of purpose becomes your greatest compass. Because when you know exactly what you want, every step you take becomes meaningful and aligned with your destiny. Elon Musk operated with a crystal clear vision even when the world doubted him. And that clarity gave him the strength to face challenges most people would run from. Purpose is not found, it is built through exploration, reflection, and bold decisions. The stronger your why, the more unshakable your discipline becomes. When your purpose matters deeply to you, distractions lose their power. Every day becomes an opportunity to move 1 inch closer to the future you are building. Purpose is the fuel that keeps your ambition burning even when motivation fades. When obstacles appear, your purpose whispers, "Keep going," and you find strength you didn't know you had. You must define what you want your life to stand for, what impact you want to make, and who you must become to fulfill that vision. Once you know your purpose, your fear becomes smaller, your doubts become weaker, and your actions become sharper. Purpose turns ordinary people into unstoppable forces. And when you carry a purpose that excites you, terrifies you, and challenges you, zero becomes nothing more than a starting line for greatness. To rise from nothing, you must adopt an unbreakable belief in long-term thinking, because the greatest transformations happen over years, not days. Elon Musk built companies that took decades to evolve, and he kept his eyes locked on the future, even when the present felt impossible. You must train your mind to prioritize progress over perfection, patience over impatience, and long-term mastery over short-term comfort. Most people quit because they cannot endure the waiting period, but champions understand that time is a tool, not an enemy. When you think long-term, setbacks stop feeling fatal. They become temporary fluctuations along a rising trend of growth. Long-term vision gives you permission to fail, adjust, and continue without losing hope. You must remind yourself that every small effort compounds into extraordinary results over time. Your future will be built not by one giant action, but by thousands of consistent steps. Thinking long-term eliminates the pressure to be perfect today. It teaches you to value strategy over speed and commitment over convenience. Greatness is a marathon, not a sprint, and every mile teaches you something new about your power. When you embrace long-term thinking, nothing can discourage you, because you understand that your success is inevitable as long as you keep moving forward. Starting from zero demands mastery of resourcefulness, because when you lack resources, you must become the kind of person who creates them. Elon Musk succeeded not because he always had what he needed, but because he learned how to maximize what he did have. Resourcefulness is the ability to solve problems creatively, to turn limitations into opportunities, and to use obstacles as fuel for innovation. When you are resourceful, you stop waiting for advantages and start building them. You must develop the skill of asking better questions, seeking better solutions, and using what you have until you earn what you want. Resourcefulness turns broken moments into breakthroughs. It teaches you that you are never truly stuck, you are simply one idea away from progress. When you become resourceful, fear loses its grip, because you know you can adapt to any situation. Every great innovator is a master of resourcefulness, and you must become one too if you want to create something extraordinary from nothing. Resourcefulness transforms zero into a powerful starting point, because it forces you to become smarter, sharper, and more resilient than those with comfort and convenience. To build a world-changing vision, you must develop the ability to make difficult decisions, because leadership requires courage, clarity, and conviction. Elon Musk made choices that risked everything, not because he was fearless, but because he was committed to a future bigger than his comfort. You must learn to make decisions quickly and stand by them, even when the path is unclear. Indecision is the thief of destiny, and hesitation destroys momentum. Every decision you make shapes your identity and moves you closer or farther from your dream. Leaders make decisions that others avoid, and that's what makes them powerful. You must embrace the discomfort that comes with responsibility, because greatness requires choosing the hard path when the easy path is tempting. Decision-making builds confidence, and confidence builds impact. When you trust yourself, the world begins to trust you. Every bold decision becomes a stepping stone toward mastery. You must train yourself to decide with purpose, act with intention, and adapt with intelligence. And once you master decisive action, starting from zero becomes a strategic advantage rather than a limitation. To rise like Musk, you must become comfortable being misunderstood, because visionary ideas rarely make sense to average minds. Elon Musk's dreams sounded impossible to many people, but he wasn't seeking approval, he was seeking execution. When you start from zero, you will encounter people who judge your ambition, question your goals, and underestimate your potential. You must learn to stay focused even when others doubt you. Being misunderstood is a sign that you are thinking bigger than your environment. You must silence the noise and amplify your vision. Not everyone will understand your path, but they don't need to, only you do. You must build confidence from within rather than depending on external validation. Let people doubt you. Let them underestimate you. Let them assume you will fail. Their disbelief is not your burden, it is your advantage. Once you stop seeking permission, you start gaining power. Being misunderstood becomes a symbol that you are evolving into someone extraordinary. Starting from zero requires developing a deep connection with perseverance, because your dreams will test your patience, strength, and resilience. Elon Musk persisted through bankruptcy scares, industry collapse, severe criticism, and overwhelming pressure, but he refused to stop. You must adopt that same unwavering spirit if you want to build something monumental. Perseverance is what separates those who try from those who triumph. You will face moments where progress is slow, results are invisible, and challenges feel endless. But perseverance reminds you that consistency eventually conquers difficulty. Every day you continue, even when you feel like quitting. You build the muscles of discipline and determination. You must remind yourself that setbacks are not signs to stop, they are signs to push harder. Perseverance is the engine of destiny, and without it, even the greatest dreams die. When you stay committed to the journey, success becomes inevitable. And once you develop perseverance, starting from zero becomes your greatest opportunity for transformation. To build a world-changing vision, you must embrace bold imagination, because innovation comes from minds that dare to think differently. Elon Musk imagined worlds that didn't exist yet, and then he worked relentlessly to bring them into reality. You must give yourself permission to dream without limits, because your imagination is the blueprint for your future. The ideas you generate today become the realities you experience tomorrow. When you dream boldly, you unlock creativity, originality, and purpose. Imagination is the engine of innovation, and innovation is the path to impact. You must protect your imagination from fear, doubt, and negativity. Think bigger than your circumstances, louder than your fears, and deeper than your limitations. Allow your mind to explore possibilities others consider impossible. Bold imagination expands your capacity to achieve extraordinary things. And when your imagination grows stronger than your excuses, starting from zero becomes a thrilling adventure instead of an overwhelming challenge. To rise from nothing, you must embrace extreme ownership, because success demands responsibility for your actions, your decisions, and your future. Elon Musk never blamed external factors. He looked inward, took responsibility, and adjusted his strategy. Extreme ownership means accepting that your life is a reflection of your choices, not your conditions. When you claim responsibility, you claim power. Blame weakens you, but ownership strengthens you. You must become brutally honest with yourself about your habits, your mindset, and your efforts. Ownership allows you to change anything in your life because you acknowledge that everything is within your influence. The moment you stop giving excuses, your potential expands exponentially. You must learn to analyze failures, extract lessons, and evolve quickly. Responsibility is not a burden, it is a privilege that allows you to shape your destiny. When you take full ownership, starting from zero becomes empowering, because you realize you are in complete control of where you go from here. To build something world-changing, you must ignite relentless self-belief, because nothing extraordinary can grow from a mind filled with doubt. Elon Musk believed in his vision, even when the world laughed at him. You must cultivate a level of self-belief that becomes uncheckable, unbreakable, and unstoppable. Believe in your capacity to learn, grow, evolve, and dominate your mission. When self-belief becomes part of your identity, you stop questioning whether you can succeed and start strategizing how you will succeed. Doubt may visit, but it must never stay. You must train your mind to replace fear with faith, hesitation with confidence, and insecurity with determination. Self-belief is the foundation of every breakthrough. It fuels courage, amplifies action, and multiplies progress. When you believe in yourself fully, the world eventually follows. And once your self-belief becomes stronger than your circumstances, starting from zero becomes an advantage, not a disadvantage. To rise like Musk, you must understand that your vision must be bigger than your comfort zone, because comfort is the silent killer of ambition. Elon Musk consistently pushed himself beyond what was familiar, safe, or convenient. You must push yourself into challenges that force you to grow, evolve, and adapt. Comfort may feel good in the moment, but growth feels good for a lifetime. You must choose the path that stretches you rather than the path that soothes you. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you expand your potential. Growth lives on the edge of difficulty. Becoming world-class requires becoming comfortable with discomfort. You must learn to see pressure as training and challenges as opportunities. Comfort keeps you average, but discomfort builds legends. When you embrace discomfort, your future opens in ways you never imagined. And once you master this mindset, starting from zero becomes a catalyst for powerful transformation. To rise from zero like Elon Musk, you must build a mindset that thrives under pressure, because pressure is not your enemy. It is the force that shapes you into someone capable of changing the world. Every time Musk faced overwhelming challenges, he used pressure as fuel rather than letting it break him. You must learn to breathe through difficulty, stand strong in chaos, and find clarity even when the world feels like it's falling apart. Pressure reveals your hidden strength, pushing you to develop resilience you never knew you had. You must train yourself to remain calm, strategic, and focused during moments of intense stress. When you master pressure, you master life. You must understand that the bigger your goals, the greater the pressure. And that's a sign you're on the right path. Most people collapse under pressure, but leaders are forged in it. Pressure sharpens your mind, strengthens your character, and prepares you for bigger blessings. You must stop fearing pressure and start embracing it as a powerful catalyst for success. The more pressure you handle, the more success you can hold. You must keep reminding yourself that diamonds are created under pressure, and so are legends. When you learn to rise under pressure, starting from zero becomes a thrilling opportunity rather than a terrifying challenge. To build a world-changing vision, you must master the art of taking bold, massive action, because nothing great is built through hesitation. Elon Musk executed ideas at a scale most people only daydream about, because he understood that action is the bridge between imagination and reality. You must become the kind of person who acts quickly, decisively, and consistently toward your vision. Overthinking destroys momentum, but action builds momentum. When you take action daily, even small steps, you generate unstoppable forward motion. You must remind yourself that a dream without action is just a fantasy. Action reveals what works, what needs improvement, and what direction you must take next. You must be willing to act even when the path is unclear, because clarity grows through movement, not waiting. Every action you take strengthens your confidence and weakens your doubt. You must learn to prioritize progress over perfection, because perfectionism is simply fear in disguise. Massive action separates achievers from dreamers. Every step forward becomes a vote for your future self. And when you commit to relentless action, starting from zero becomes the ignition point for extraordinary growth. To rise from nothing, you must develop relentless focus, because focus is the superpower that turns ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Elon Musk is known for deep focus, shutting out distractions and channeling all his energy into his mission. You must train yourself to avoid the traps of noise, negativity, and meaningless distractions. Focus multiplies your progress, allowing you to accomplish in months what others take years to achieve. You must become intentional with your time, your energy, and your attention. The world is filled with distractions designed to steal your potential, but you must guard your focus like your life depends on it, because your future does. When you focus on your vision, you starve your doubts. You must learn to eliminate anything that does not support your long-term goals. Focus is not about doing more, it is about doing what matters most. You must choose purpose over pleasure, destiny over distraction, and long-term success over temporary comfort. Every hour of deep focus becomes another step toward mastery. And when you master focus, starting from zero becomes a strategic advantage, because you waste nothing and gain everything. To build a world-changing legacy from zero, you must master the art of relentless consistency, because success is not built on occasional effort, but daily commitment. Elon Musk didn't just work hard once, he worked hard relentlessly, showing up day after day, year after year. You must build habits that support your vision and eliminate habits that sabotage it. Consistency compounds your effort until small actions create massive results. You must remind yourself that discipline is a daily decision, not a one-time choice. Showing up even on your worst days is what separates champions from quitters. You must create routines that strengthen your mind, sharpen your skills, and elevate your performance. When you remain consistent, you develop momentum that becomes impossible to stop. Consistency builds confidence, because you prove to yourself that you can be trusted. You must commit to your growth even when progress feels invisible, because invisible progress eventually becomes undeniable success. Every day you stay consistent, you step further into your future. And once consistency becomes your identity, starting from zero becomes the most empowering place to begin. To rise like Musk, you must learn to turn pain into power, because pain is not a punishment, it is a catalyst for transformation. Elon Musk experienced emotional, financial, and personal pain that would have broken most people, yet he used that pain to fuel his determination. You must develop the strength to transform heartbreak, disappointment, failure, and rejection into renewed ambition. Pain teaches you what comfort never will. You must learn to sit with discomfort without letting it destroy your spirit. Pain shows you where you must grow, what you must release, and who you must become. Every moment of pain contains wisdom for your next level. You must refuse to let pain paralyze you. Instead, let it push you forward with greater intensity. Pain forces you to evolve, adapt, and rise stronger. You must understand that every powerful person you've ever admired has walked through pain and kept going. When you embrace pain as part of the journey, you become unstoppable. And once you learn to convert pain into power, starting from zero becomes a pathway to profound transformation. To rise from nothing, you must build unstoppable self-discipline, because discipline is the gateway to every dream worth chasing. Elon Musk didn't rely on motivation, he relied on discipline, structure, and commitment. You must become the kind of person who keeps promises to yourself even when you don't feel like it. Discipline separates the visionaries from the dreamers. You must create routines that eliminate distractions and strengthen your performance. Discipline is choosing your future over your feelings. Every disciplined action reinforces your identity as a high achiever. You must learn to say no to temptations, excuses, and comfort. Discipline transforms chaos into clarity. You must understand that every disciplined choice compounds into remarkable progress. When you master discipline, you gain control over your time, your habits, and your destiny. Discipline gives you the freedom to create the life you want. And once discipline becomes second nature, starting from zero becomes a launch pad rather than a limitation. To build a world-changing vision like Musk, you must embrace strategic patience, because big dreams require time, sacrifice, and resilience. Elon Musk spent years building companies before they reached success, and he endured countless delays, failures, and setbacks. You must learn to be patient with your growth while remaining relentless with your efforts. Patience teaches you that everything meaningful takes time. You must stop comparing your timeline to others, because your journey is unique. When you rush, you make poor decisions. When you stay patient, you build strong foundations. Patience allows you to observe, learn, adapt, and improve. You must trust the timing of your evolution, even when results seem slow. Most people quit too early, but patience ensures you stay long enough to win. Strategic patience is the balance between calm endurance and aggressive action. You must keep showing up consistently while allowing success to unfold naturally. When you master patience, frustration loses its power over you. And once patience becomes part of your mindset, starting from zero becomes a steady climb rather than a stressful race. To rise from zero, you must adopt a mindset of fearless experimentation, because innovation grows through trial, error, and relentless exploration. Elon Musk tested ideas repeatedly, embracing failures as necessary steps toward solutions. You must be willing to try, fail, adjust, and try again without losing enthusiasm. Experimentation teaches you what works and what doesn't. You must release the fear of being wrong, because being wrong is part of becoming great. Every experiment brings you closer to mastery. You must develop curiosity that pushes you to explore new ideas and challenge old assumptions. Innovation is the result of bold experimentation, not perfect planning. You must allow yourself to step into the unknown without needing guarantees. Each experiment strengthens your adaptability and creativity. You must treat every result, success or failure, as valuable feedback. And when experimentation becomes your lifestyle, starting from zero becomes a playground for growth. To build a future like Musk, you must nurture unshakable courage, because courage is the foundation of every bold decision you will ever make. Elon Musk repeatedly stepped into situations with no safety net, because he understood that courage expands your life. You must choose courage over comfort in every area of your journey. Courage means acting even when fear is screaming at you. You must push yourself into rooms where you feel unqualified, because growth lives in those spaces. Courage transforms ordinary people into revolutionaries. You must learn to silence the inner voice that says you can't and amplify the voice that says try anyway. Courage is a skill, and you build it through repeated action. Each courageous moment increases your capacity for risk, resilience, and greatness. You must understand that fear will always exist, but it must never control your choices. And once courage becomes your default state, starting from zero becomes a thrilling opportunity to rise. To rise from nothing like Musk, you must fall in love with the process, because the journey shapes you far more than the destination. Elon Musk embraced the grind, the long nights, the sleepless challenges, and the endless iterations that success demanded. You must develop a mindset that finds meaning in every step, not just the end result. When you love the process, consistency becomes natural. You must celebrate small wins, appreciate silent progress, and value the lessons embedded in every challenge. The process teaches you patience, discipline, resilience, and creativity. You must understand that the path to greatness is not glamorous, it is raw, intense, and transformative. When you embrace the process, you stop chasing validation and start chasing excellence. The journey evolves you into the kind of person who can handle massive success. You must commit fully to the work even when results are invisible. And once you fall in love with the process, starting from zero becomes a beautiful part of your evolution rather than an obstacle. To rise from zero like Musk, you must build an extraordinary level of persistence, because the universe rewards those who refuse to be denied. Every time Elon Musk encountered a barrier, he treated it as a challenge rather than a dead end, pushing through every obstacle with relentless determination. You must remind yourself that persistence is the most powerful force in the world, because it transforms impossible goals into inevitable victories. When you refuse to quit, life eventually has no choice but to give you what you've earned. Persistence turns weak moments into strong ones and transforms doubt into confidence. You must train your mind to keep moving forward even when progress is slow, invisible, or painful. Persistence reshapes your future, one decision at a time. Every time you persist, you strengthen your resilience and weaken your limitations. You must fall in love with the grind, find purpose in the struggle, and gain energy from every step. Persistence teaches you that failure is temporary, but commitment is eternal. When you persist, you prove to yourself that you are worthy of greatness. You must keep going no matter what, because persistence is what creates breakthroughs the world calls miracles. And once persistence becomes part of your identity, starting from zero becomes the gateway to everything you desire. To rise from nothing, you must master emotional intelligence, because controlling your emotions gives you an advantage that few people possess. Elon Musk manages intense pressure by staying centered, logical, and focused even when everything feels chaotic. You must learn to regulate your reactions, protect your energy, and stay aligned with your purpose in every situation. Emotional intelligence allows you to navigate conflict, handle rejection, and rise above negativity. You must train yourself to pause before reacting, think before responding, and choose strength over impulse. When you control your emotions, you control your outcomes. Emotional maturity strengthens your relationships, enhances your leadership, and elevates your decision-making. You must let go of anger, envy, and comparison, because those emotions drain your power. Instead, cultivate gratitude, confidence, and self-awareness. Emotional intelligence enables you to stay calm when others panic, focused when others fold, and strong when others break. You must understand that your emotions are tools, not rulers. When you master your emotional world, the external world becomes far easier to navigate. And once emotional intelligence becomes part of your character, starting from zero becomes a smoother, clearer, more powerful journey. To build your vision, you must become fiercely adaptable, because the world changes fast, and greatness requires the ability to evolve. Elon Musk adapted, repeatedly learning new industries, overcoming failures, and changing strategies whenever necessary. You must understand that flexibility is not weakness, it is strength. Adaptability allows you to pivot when the plan breaks, adjust when circumstances shift, and stay unstoppable when obstacles appear. You must release the need for everything to go perfectly. Greatness demands evolution. Adaptability teaches you that every situation contains multiple opportunities. You just need to find them. When you adapt, you expand your options, your strategies, and your potential. You must remain open-minded, curious, and willing to change your approach without changing your vision. Adaptability turns setbacks into solutions and uncertainty into innovation. You must embrace the idea that nothing is fixed and everything can be improved. And once adaptability becomes your natural response, starting from zero becomes an exciting adventure instead of an intimidating challenge. To rise from zero, you must develop unwavering internal confidence, because confidence is the energy that pulls opportunities towards you. Elon Musk did not start with the skills he eventually mastered, but he believed he could learn anything. You must build that same unwavering belief in your ability to grow, evolve, and dominate your goals. Confidence is not arrogance, it is certainty in your potential. You must remind yourself daily that you are capable of extraordinary things. Confidence gives you the courage to take risks, to speak boldly, and to act fearlessly. You must train your inner voice to empower you rather than weaken you. When you believe in yourself fully, you stop seeking permission and start seeking progress. Confidence attracts success because it shows the world you are serious about your mission. You must practice confidence in your body language, your energy, your decisions, and your actions. Confidence is built through repetition, experience, and resilience. You must keep showing up until belief becomes automatic. And once confidence becomes your foundation, starting from zero becomes an empowering beginning other than a disadvantage. To build a world-changing vision, you must create a powerful relationship with your future self, because the person you become is shaped by the decisions you make today. Elon Musk constantly thought about the future, what the world could be, what humanity could achieve, and who he needed to become to make it real. You must envision your future self with clarity, intensity, and emotion. This future version of you must be so compelling that it pulls you forward every day. When you connect deeply with your future self, you make better choices in the present. You must ask yourself daily, what would my future self want me to do right now? Your future self is your greatest mentor, your strongest motivator, and your most powerful guide. You must align your habits, thoughts, and actions with the vision of who you want to become. The stronger your connection with your future, the faster you evolve. You must respect your future self enough to sacrifice temporary pleasures for permanent greatness. And once your future self becomes your guiding force, starting from zero becomes the beginning of a legendary journey. To build a life like Musk, you must embrace radical accountability, because accountability is what transforms intentions into results. Elon Musk constantly holds himself responsible for outcomes, whether successes or failures. You must do the same. Accountability sharpens your discipline, strengthens your integrity, and accelerates your growth. You must take responsibility for your choices, your actions, and your progress. When you blame nothing and take responsibility for everything, you unlock massive control over your destiny. Accountability forces you to rise to a higher standard. It eliminates excuses, weak habits, and destructive patterns. You must hold yourself accountable not just for what you do, but for the results you create. Accountability brings clarity, and clarity brings breakthroughs. You must develop routines that track your progress and highlight areas for improvement. When you become accountable to your goals, your vision, and your purpose, success becomes unavoidable. And once accountability becomes your lifestyle, starting from zero becomes the perfect foundation for unstoppable progress. To rise from nothing, you must chase purpose rather than comfort, because comfort destroys ambition, while purpose fuels it. Elon Musk repeatedly chose difficult paths because he was driven by a mission, not by ease. You must be willing to endure hardship if it leads you toward your purpose. Purpose gives your life meaning, direction, and power. You must explore deeply until you discover what ignites your spirit, what makes you feel alive, driven, and unstoppable. When your actions align with your purpose, challenges feel meaningful rather than burdensome. Purpose gives you resilience during dark seasons and energy during exhausting moments. You must honor your purpose even when nobody understands it. Purpose-driven people outlast everyone because they are fueled by something greater than themselves. You must remind yourself daily why you started. Purpose opens doors you never knew existed. And once your purpose becomes your guiding force, starting from zero becomes a sacred initiation into greatness. To rise like Musk, you must pursue mastery in everything you do, because mastery separates the extraordinary from the average. Elon Musk didn't aim to be decent, he aimed to be world-class. You must commit to excellence with the same intensity. Mastery requires practice, discipline, patience, and obsessive improvement. You must treat your craft as a lifelong journey rather than a temporary task. Mastery builds confidence, influence, and opportunity. Each hour of focused work strengthens your skills. You must understand that mastery isn't achieved through shortcuts. It's achieved through dedication. When you pursue mastery, you elevate every part of your life. You must embrace the repetition required to become exceptional. Mastery creates opportunities that talent alone cannot. You must decide to be great, not average, and once mastery becomes your standard, starting from zero becomes a privilege because it gives you room to grow into the best version of yourself. To build your vision, you must cultivate unstoppable energy, because energy determines the intensity of your actions and the speed of your progress. Elon Musk works with explosive levels of focus and drive, powered by passion and purpose. You must fuel yourself with the right habits, healthy thoughts, powerful beliefs, and routines that create momentum. Energy flows from clarity, purpose, and alignment. You must protect your energy from negativity, distraction, and exhaustion. When your energy is high, your execution becomes unstoppable. You must cultivate mental, emotional, and physical energy through intentional practices. Energy determines how you show up, how you perform, and how fast you grow. You must replace draining habits with empowering ones. High energy attracts high results. You must become the kind of person whose presence inspires action, confidence, and growth. And once your energy becomes unstoppable, starting from zero becomes a powerful opportunity rather than a setback. To rise from zero like Musk, you must develop a legacy mindset, because world changers think beyond themselves. Elon Musk did not pursue success for ego, he pursued impact. You must think the same way. Legacy pushes you to create something bigger than your circumstances. You must ask yourself, what will I leave behind? How will the world remember me? Legacy thinking gives your actions a deeper meaning. You must aim to create value that lasts longer than your lifetime. When you think legacy, you stop playing small. You must elevate your standards, expand your perspective, and pursue greatness with intentionality. Legacy empowers you to rise above distractions and align with purpose. You must build something that inspires, serves, and empowers others. And once your mission becomes bigger than you, starting from zero becomes the first chapter of a legacy that will outlive you. Underscore. You have now unlocked the mindset, intensity, and strategies that allowed Elon Musk to rise from nothing and build a vision powerful enough to change the world. Everything you need to begin is already inside you: your courage, your resilience, your purpose, your imagination, your discipline, your hunger, and your fire. You are not defined by where you start, you are defined by where you decide to go next. Zero is not your limitation, zero is your launch pad. You are capable of more than you've ever imagined, and today you have taken the first powerful step toward the future that belongs to you. Your dreams are waiting, your greatness is waiting, and your destiny is calling your name. Step into your power, rise into your potential, and begin creating the life you were born to live. The world needs your vision, your strength, your effort, and your impact. Now is your moment to transform your life from the inside out. Underscore. If this message ignited something inside you, then don't let it fade, fuel it. Subscribe to Daily Global Motivation so you never miss the guidance that will elevate your mind and your mission. Like this video to amplify the energy you're sending into the universe. Comment your biggest takeaway or your biggest dream, declare it publicly and make it real. Share this video with someone who needs strength, courage, and fire today. Your transformation begins now. Your journey starts today. Your greatness is waiting.